lovelies! Today we're going to be talking about a book that I just recently read. It's Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe. So maybe you've heard about this book before, and A Clockwork Reader, I think her name is, just uploaded a book review of The Inexplicable Logic of My Life, which is this author's Benjamin Allaire Sans, maybe you pronounce it. It's other young adult book, and maybe I'll be reading that as well because I actually really enjoyed this book. And maybe I was caught off by surprise because everyone loves this book, or most people do, and it's been recommended in bookstores as well, and I just wanted to pick it up. And I don't really read a lot of gay romances and stuff. This was kind of new to me. I like the friendship part of it more, I like the story part of it more. When I was first going to pick up this book, I had these certain assumptions about the book that I'm super ashamed to admit that I had. I thought it was gonna be a cheesy story, and I was like, I don't really want to read anything cheesy right now. It's probably gonna be wanna be super deep, you know? And I was just like, I want something easy to read because I've been having a really stressful week, and last week as well was super stressful. And so I picked this up mainly because it looked easy to read, and it has pretty short chapters and stuff. So I actually picked this book up, and I ended up absolutely loving it. I cried at the end, and I just felt so empty, and it truly touched me. Basically what this book is about is Aristotle, who is the first person character throughout the whole book, and it's only his perspective. So he meets Dante at the pool where Aristotle is trying to learn how to swim, and Dante offers to teach him how to swim. And so they develop this friendship, and what's so good about this book is that it's so character driven. There's not a lot happening, and it's about over a year kind of, and nothing really happens that much. But the characters in this book are amazing. You also get to meet Dante and Aristotle's parents, and they're amazing parents. They're different parents, completely different. You see how kind of Dante's parents, they're very supportive of him, they kiss each other on the cheek, and Dante's not used to this, and he has a dad who's been in the war, and he's very scarred from it, and he doesn't talk a lot to his parents, and he has a very strange relationship with his parents, but of course there's a lot of love there as well. But what's the greatest about this book that I found is that I can relate so much to both the characters. I would see myself as a perfect mix of both the characters. Dante, he's very artistic. He likes poetry, he likes to draw, and he's very creative, and he is very loving, and he always says what he thinks, and I can kind of relate to that. I feel like I'm kind of like that. But Dante has this aspect of being social that I'm not really. So in that way I feel like I'm more like Ari, he likes to be alone, and he has this thing with his parents where his parents don't understand that he likes to be alone, and I can relate a lot to that. My parents don't understand that I like to be alone, and it's so frustrating at times. He is very quiet, but just their friendship and their story is amazing. And I really recommend this book. I know people who don't really like the language. It's very poetic. It's kind of very short sentences. But I'm going to read a passage from this book that I think kind of captures the essence of the book. So here it goes. I sometimes think that I don't let myself know what I'm really thinking about. That doesn't make much sense, but it makes sense to me. I have this idea that the reason we have dreams is that we're thinking about things that we don't know we're thinking about. And those things, well, they sneak out of our dreams. Maybe we're like tires with too much air in them. The air has to leak out. That's what dreams are. So that was kind of just a sneak peek, and there's just so many things here. That was one thing that I highlighted, and I really recommend this book. Just read it. It's really good. It really touched me. I cried. And it was just so unexpected for what I thought. So I'm definitely going to be reading his other book as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and maybe if you read the book, then tell me down below what you think about it, and if you like it, what you didn't like about it, or any thoughts that you want to tell me about. Also, I got my first book recommendation today, and I'm actually going to be reading the book, and I assure you, if you actually give me book recommendations, I will be reading them. So please do give me book recommendations if you want to tell me about your favorite book or anything like that. So I hope you all have a great day, lovelies, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!